Good morning, guys. It is 9:50 in the morning and we are getting in the car to leave for my Mayo Clinic appointment. I don't live too far from Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. It's like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive. And this is my first time actually going to Mayo Clinic because I've been denied several times. So now we finally have an appointment with endocrinology, and so many of you guys wanted to see my experience with Mayo Clinic. You're like, vlog it, like I want to see what it's like. So I'm gonna take you guys along and show you what my Mayo Clinic appointment was like. That was repetitive. I'm ready. I had to get my port accessed a day early so that I could have it available for whatever they needed to do. And basically I packed an overnight bag, or actually like 2 overnight bags, just in case for some reason we were to have to stay. That way we're not 2 hours away from home without anything. Better to be safe than sorry. Not really looking forward to this car drive, to be honest, because cars don't like me. So, all right, let's go, guys. Alright, so I just got done with my appointment. The strap is still on my neck, so that's just gonna be there. I just have a second. We just got done with my appointment and went pretty well. I'll update you guys either in the car or when I get home. We are just gonna draw some labs off my port here and then head home. This place is so beautiful. Like, I want to film everything because everything is so cool. Well, hi guys, it's been about a week and a half since I have picked up the camera, and I never posted the Mayo vlog because I was gonna update you guys on how that appointment went, but basically that appointment was, we didn't get anything solved, and he's like, you need to see a ton of other doctors. He got me into 2 other specialists within that week. It's been like a crazy week. I had to have my tube replaced twice because it flipped, which makes it what, like my 10th tube this year? That's part of what we're figuring out. But so I kind of decided I was just gonna wait to give you guys an update until the next series of Mayo appointments the following week, which are done now. And I was actually gonna bring you along, but then it ended up being like a horrifically stressful day, and I'm like, I don't even want to bring the camera because I was a little bit of a mess. But here is the Mayo update. So you guys saw I went to see the endocrinologist someday last week, I forgot, and I think it was a Wednesday, Thursday, I don't know, Friday, not sure. I went last week to see an endocrinologist at Mayo, but he really didn't have any answers. He was like, I don't know what is going on right now. There's definitely something going on, but I don't know what it is yet. Yet is the important part. The result of that appointment was you're gonna have to come back. We're gonna have to do another like 7-day blood sugar monitoring thing with like a continuous glucose monitor, which I've had a few of in the past. I need to be formally tested for the glycogen storage disease. I need to go back to genetics to rule out the vascular EDS and classical EDS, like figure out what exactly is going on with that stuff right now, just because of all the new like symptoms that I have, especially when it comes to deal with my skin. My voice is being weird right now. Especially when it comes to my skin. Then he said you need to get in to see a whole bunch of other specialists. So, I'm gonna do this because I'm very tired and it's hurting my arm to hold the camera. Hi, Macy. So he got me to see a few more doctors very quickly, which was just the next week. So I was like, okay, nothing really got solved at this appointment, so I'll just continue on to the next week to update you guys. What happened was I had a comprehensive care appointment in the morning, and then a GI appointment that afternoon. Well, it turns out that my tube flipped again after only like 6 days, but it was not correctly replaced on Sunday, so by the time Thursday came around it was already misplaced because it was not replaced correctly. So we were dealing with that and we were trying to get it figured out at Mayo. We're like, hey, can we like possibly fix this while we're here? And so we were like rushing around all day trying to figure that out, but I'll get there. So then the complex care team went really good. We met with like somebody and she's getting us in to see like an allergist. I have nephrology, genetics. She wants me to have another physical therapy eval. And then the big appointment that we really needed to see was GI. I am not able to keep down any food or liquid at all right now. I'm throwing up all the time and misplacing my GJ tube. It has not made it for more than 2 or 3 weeks since May. So not good, because you have to go under a lot of radiation to have them replaced. Like going under that much radiation every week or every other week is really bad for you. So we've been in the position of, do we place a straight J tube, which is another big surgery similar to my GJ surgery but bigger? No, not my favorite idea, but at this point if something doesn't change we have to. Or this GI doctor actually mentioned clipping it into my jejunum with some sort of like clip, but also once again that has the potential to like tear your intestines or cause scar tissue or a whole bunch of other things, and they're not like for sure things. So we're like, I don't know. The biggest thing was figuring out this GJ and just like how to stop all of this. Like, why am I throwing up so much more? Like, why is my gut so much worse than it has been in the past 2 years? And so we went to see him and he actually gave us a little bit of hope. So I'm being tested for quite a few more things. Like, one of them is chronic intestinal pseudo-obstruction, one of them was gastrointestinal myopathy and mitochondrial disease, and like just a few other things, or mitochondrial dysfunction, something along the lines of that. And once again, that needs to be done in genetics, I believe. The thing that he's done that no other GI has done for me yet is said like, okay, yes, you've gotten worse, but why? I don't know. I have to do a whole bunch more testing with him. I think he wants like manometry testing done. They're gonna clip in the J tube, hopefully. I don't know. Something needs to change with this GJ, so we're figuring that all out right now. So that entire day while I was at Mayo, I told you guys my tube was flipped. And so I wasn't getting any food, I wasn't getting any medicine, I wasn't getting anything, and I was sick. Like, I was feeling awful. And so we were trying to have Mayo replace my tube, and they actually did a tube study to like see if it was flipped, and they're like, yep, it needs to be replaced. And then they called us and said, we don't have time to do it today. So we're like, are you serious? So I left my house at 6 o'clock in the morning, drove 2 hours to Mayo, was at Mayo from 8 to 4, and then drove 2 hours to Children's Hospital and was there until like 10 o'clock p.m. and then drove an hour home. So like, it was a long day, but I finally got my tube replaced and it is working, so that's good. So yeah, that's basically my Mayo appointment. I don't necessarily have answers yet, but we've made progress. And I left that office, I left the GI's office, and like I was actually in tears, and I'm like, for the first time in a while, I feel like I have hope again. So thank you guys so much for coming along on this journey with me, and let's hope that this is the beginning of something great. Bye guys.